Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another ice cream sundae. It has been getting hot here and I've just been craving ice cream, and you guys just love my ice cream sundae videos, so I'm bringing you guys another one. And then also today I have an update. If you guys don't know, I work at a vegan cinnamon roll place called Sinholic, and my coworkers and I think that it's haunted, and a lot of more crazy things have happened. I've talked about it before on my channel, but I just wanted to update you guys. But first, let's dig into this. I'm gonna mash it. Yes. Just get everything mixed on up. Yeah. Why is this so fun? Alright, let's dig in. That way I actually get the ice cream this time. I literally had someone comment and they're like, you put so many toppings on it, you don't even get to the ice cream. Which is true. But now the ice cream is pretty much on the top, so we got nothing to worry about. The initial bite is cold. Wow, the balance of flavors is perfect. Just because I'm me, I think it could use a little bit more peanut butter. But other than that, it's delicious. Come on. Those pieces of the cone right there. So, I've mentioned before on my channel that one of the things that keeps happening at our work is that our front door, the front door to the bakery, will chime. So we go out there and nobody's there. And sometimes if it's windy enough, the door does get blown open, but it has to be incredibly windy. And there have been a few days recently that have been really windy. The days that it's windy, the door doesn't even open. It's kind of crazy. But prior to it being windy, the door would open. We'd hear it chime. We'd go out to the front. Nobody was there. Nobody was in the back hallway. Nobody was in the bathroom. Like, it's just really weird. So we honestly think that the system is kind of just wigging out. But It's very common that we hear noises like all the time. It's a frequent thing. My most recent shift, I could have sworn I heard chairs being moved in the lobby, which, mind you, is incredibly loud. And so I thought somebody was out there, and I was like, oh, I need to go take their order. And I go out front and nobody's there. I mean, there are lots of noises. It is very loud in Cinnaholic, but I don't know. I mean, it's not that I don't want to write these off as to being coincidences or just hearing things, but it's also the fact that I always get a weird feeling every time it happens. And then more recently, so my coworker and I, when we work together, we always put the knives on the far side of the sink. So not in the sink, but there's like a ledge on the side where we keep the soap and the scrubs and stuff. We put it on the far side of the sink so it doesn't end up in the water, because you can't see in the water. It's a big sink, it's deep, and we've cut ourselves before having them in the sink. So my coworker and I make it a point to put it on the far side of the sink, or like the ledge. So I was working one day, my coworker wasn't there yet. I was using a knife. I finished using the knife and I went and put it on the ledge on the far left side. I made sure it was on the far left side. Later that night, she's doing dishes and she reaches into the sink and she's like, oh my gosh, there's a knife in here. And I said, I swear on my life, probably shouldn't say that with ghosties. Anyway, I put that on the far left side of the ledge. You know I did. Like, we literally tell each other that's what we're gonna do. And the fact that it was in the sink, Jaja's in a mood. Once again, you could literally brush it off as, oh, maybe it slipped into the sink. I don't know. I'm probably just reading into things because I do that and I think too much. I overthink. But, I mean, I can guarantee you my coworkers do not overthink as much as I do, but they still think that there's a ghostie there. So. It just got really cold. My teeth have definitely become more sensitive to the cold. I don't know if it's because I haven't had ice cream in a while, but it's taken some time to get used to. I'm not even gonna deal with that right now. I have more peanut butter. And more chocolate sauce, which is unnecessary, but why not? Why chocolate chips? Oh, that was a lot. Oops. Yay! I was one of those kids who wanted so much Hershey syrup in my ice cream that it became super liquidy. So, I know that so far it doesn't really sound that spooky. We ain't finished yet. If you've seen my previous videos, you would know that my coworker's pet rat escaped a few times, and she's also the one that found the knife in the sink. One night she was closing, she was by herself, and she was leaving, and she turns around to lock up, and she says she could have sworn she saw someone by her Dole Whip machine, so like behind the counter, just standing there. She said it looked like a woman, and she said this happened twice. I think there was a week gap in between each occurrence, but she said another night that she was closing, same exact thing. She could have sworn she saw a lady by the Dole Whip machine, and she said it really startled her. It freaked her out. And, you know, sometimes we see things, but I don't know. My coworker seemed pretty freaked out. And our most recent experience, this one, you guys, so the same coworker was working just a few nights ago, closing by herself, and she said she was taking some customers' orders, and then all of a sudden there was a clattering sound over by our topping bar, and the customers literally looked over there, and she said they looked really concerned and like worried, and they were like, a fork just flew out of the fork holder. And my coworker was like, what? And so she went over there and looked, and there was a fork on the ground or on the counter, not inside the fork container. And so my coworker walks back over to them, and she kind of jokes. She's like, yeah, we think it's haunted. We think we have a ghost. And the customers were like, don't joke about that. And they ended up changing their order to a to-go order because they didn't want to stay. I wouldn't either. So that's like the most recent occurrence, but that freaks me out. Like, now I really think we're haunted. Not that I didn't before, but like, I'm a little worried now. I don't know. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts? Let me know down below. Yep. Childhood me would have loved this bowl. I love this bowl now though. Like, childhood me, just me in general, it's so chocolatey. That's the bottom of the ice cream cone, the chocolate chunk part. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where all my cone went. Like, I don't see any pieces of cone in here. Did they all just disintegrate? I didn't break them up that nicely. Oh. Found a small piece. That was a piece of cone. I don't know where my peanut butter cups went either. Wow, this is really so good. It's so creamy and chocolatey, and the crunchies are so satisfying. Last bite. Alright you guys, that is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think of my haunted work. Let me know your scary stories if you have any. I'd love to share those in future videos. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, if you want to see more. And don't forget to subscribe. By the way, it's free. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.